Welcome to lesson 4 في المنزل at home. Lessons objectives: overview of common transitional words and phrases in both English and Arabic, study of common vocabularies at home. أهداف الدرس, the objectives of the lesson. الدرس is lesson, the lesson. استعراض أدوات الربط الشائعة في اللغتين الإنجليزية والعربية. An overview of أدوات is articles. الربط, connecting or connection, transitional. الشائعة, the common. في اللغتين, in both languages. الإنجليزية, English, والعربية, and Arabic. دراسة المفردات المتعلقة بالمسكن. Study. المفردات is vocabulary. المتعلقة, the related. بالمسكن. B is like في, in. المسكن mean home or the place of living. Another word for المسكن is البيت. This is the grammar section of lesson 4. Transitional words and phrases. أدوات الربط بين الجمل. Using transitional words and phrases helps communicate ideas and enhance content of message. They boost the logical organization and understandability of thoughts and indicate relations. Generally, both English and Arabic use them in similar fashion. The transitional phrases are grouped into different classes. This one is giving examples. We will not be basically presenting all transitional phrases. We will be focusing on common ones and useful ones in common conversations. For this class of transitional phrases, we will be giving the meaning. For example, على سبيل المثال. For instance, مثلا. Specifically, تحديدا, in particular, خصوصا. Let's put these in the context of sentences. For example, in English, you'd say, I have been to many countries. For example, I have been to Russia, Canada, Mexico, and Spain. In Arabic, you'd say, زرت العديد من البلاد. I have visited. زرت, I visited. العديد, many. من البلاد, from countries. على سبيل المثال, for example, زرت, I visited. روسيا, Russia. وكندا, and Canada. والمكسيك, and Mexico. وإسبانيا, and Spain. For instance, مثلا. And the use here would go with, he often eats strange foods. For instance, he once ate cow brains. Specifically, تحديدا. Let's put that in a sentence. I like to travel. Specifically, I enjoy places with old churches. أنا, I am, or I. أحب, I love. السفر, I love travel. تحديدا, specifically. أستمتع, I enjoy. بالأماكن, with places. التي, that is. فيها, in it. فيها, في is in, and فيها, in it. as if female, because here al-amakin is referring to a feminine word. كنائس قديمة. كنائس قديمة. Old churches. In particular, خصوصا. In an English sentence, you'd say, I love fruit. In particular, I like banana and berries. And in Arabic, you'd use the same expression if you're talking similarly about these fruits. خصوصا, in particular. This grouping is basically showing a contrast. In this case, we were focusing on few of them. But, لكن, however, غير أن. On the other hand, من ناحية أخرى. Otherwise, وإلا. Instead, بدلا من ذلك. We'll go back to but, and we'll put that in a sentence. Jude earned an A on his essay, but he did not get honor. جود حصل على A في التعبير. Jude حصل, he obtained or achieved, على, on, an A, في التعبير, in essay writing. لكن, but, لم يكن, he was not, من الأوائل, from the top students. However, غير أن. As you know, however is used in many ways in English, and the same thing in Arabic. There's several expressions that mean however. So we just picked one that is one of the most common ones. غير أن. غير أن. We wanted to leave at 8. However, Mike arrived too late. On the other hand, من ناحية أخرى. من ناحية أخرى. And this meaning is referred to the use of on the other hand in the following sentence. She hates house cleaning. On the other hand, she does not mind cooking. من ناحية أخرى. On the other hand. Otherwise, وإلا. Here we'll give both the English and the Arabic sentences. Students should attend class. Otherwise, they will lose the extra points or the extra credit. يجب, must, على الطلاب أن يحضروا الدرس. On the students, and that, يحضروا, to attend, الدرس, class. وإلا, otherwise, سيفقدون العلامات الإضافية. They will lose the extra credits. يجب على الطلاب أن يحضروا الدرس. وإلا, otherwise, سيفقدون العلامات الإضافية. Instead, بدلا من ذلك. Instead, بدلا من ذلك. The meaning of this transitional phrase is indicated by this sentence. I am not going out tonight. Instead, I will stay home and watch a movie. Instead, بدلا من ذلك. Continue with showing a concession. Yet, مع ذلك. Yet, مع ذلك. He knows that he should finish his homework today, yet he is still playing with his friends. يعلم أنه يجب عليه أن ينهي وظيفته. يعلم أنه يجب عليه أن ينهي وظيفته. مع ذلك, yet لا يزال يلعب مع أصحابه. مع ذلك yet لا يزال he is still يلعب playing مع with أصحابه his friends. Here the ha is an attached pronoun his friends. أصحاب friends plural and the ha at the end indicating his friends. However, here's another meaning of however, على أية حال. And the example for that in English is there are many benefits to exercising. However, you must take some precautions to avoid injury. In the previous slide, we discussed however as غير أن, and in this instance, however, there's another common use على أية حال, and here's a good example for that. Showing a concession, again, although, which is very common in English, مع أن. Here's a couple of sentences in English and Arabic. Although the book is difficult to read, it is very interesting. مع أن, although الكتاب صعب للقراءة. The book hard, صعب للقراءة for reading. لكنه, but it is, شيق جدا. It is very interesting. In spite of or despite, على الرغم من, despite her skill at tennis, Judy lost the match. على الرغم, in spite of, من مهاراتها العالية, from her high skills. Here in Arabic it makes sense to add another word. عالي is high skills. في التنس, in tennis or at tennis, خسرت جودي المباراة. خسرت, lost, Judy, the verb here came before the noun, Judy المباراة. We will be talking about the structure of sentences in later lessons. Moreover, furthermore, فضلا عن ذلك. فضلا عن ذلك. Moreover, furthermore. فضلا عن ذلك. Moreover, freedom in America is indivisible from the freedom to practice one's religion. Just an example for how the word is used both in Arabic and English. This class of transitional phrases is showing a similarity. Similarly, بنفس الطريقة. Similarly, بنفس الطريقة. House plants require much care and attention. Similarly, outdoor plants must be cared for properly. Such as, like, مثل. This is a very common one as well. And here's an English and an Arabic sentences. Some electronics, such as mobile phones, have become an essential part of our daily life. أصبحت بعض الإلكترونيات, some electronics, مثل الهواتف الجوالة, such as, like, mobile phones, جزءا مهما, an important part, من, from, حياتنا اليومية, our daily life. Likewise, على نفس النمط. على نفس النمط. Likewise, math was hard for me in high school. Likewise, it is hard in college. This grouping showing a result here. So that. كي study hard so you succeed. ادرس جيدا كي تنجح. ادرس جيدا كي تنجح. As a result, نتيجة لذلك. Tim was late. As a result, we could not go to the concert. Therefore, لذلك. If you recall, li is like ila in Arabic, and ذلك is that. So you could break this to the two particles or articles that make the expression لذلك. Li is ila, to, or to in English. ذلك, that. So as you say, therefore, or the expression to that effect. لذلك. Hani is not feeling well, therefore he will not play basically in the match today. يشعر هاني بوعكة صحية، لذلك therefore لن يلعب اليوم في المباراة. Hani feels بوعكة صحية, under the weather. لذلك therefore لن يلعب, he will not play, اليوم today, في المباراة, in the match. Thus, this is more formal. لذا. The committee voted against the proposal, thus we must consider another idea. Here's another phrase, consequently, as a consequence. وبالتالي. Wa is and. بالتالي. Bi is like in, as we discussed in prepositions. And the التالي is basically in Arabic next. وبالتالي, and in next to that, or as a consequence. And here's just a couple of sentences in English to explain the expression. I forgot that the cake was in the oven. As a consequence, it burned. Tina lost her keys. Consequently, she could not drive home. Here, these transitional phrases are basically establishing time relation or sequence. As you'd say in English, first, second, and third, or finally. In Arabic, you say something similar. أولا, first. أولا. Second, ثانيا. Finally, أخيرا. In conclusion, في الختام. In summary, باختصار. Meanwhile, في هذه الأثناء. Let's repeat those again. First, أولا. Second, ثانيا. Finally, أخيرا. In conclusion, في الختام. In summary, باختصار. Meanwhile, في هذه الأثناء. In this grouping, it's showing a condition, or in Arabic, أو. Either or, whether or, you'd say أو, إما أو, سواء أم. So there's a few ways of saying the same in Arabic, I would focus on these first two. أو, or, basically. إما أو, either or, is a very common one. So you'd say إما هذا أو ذاك, either this or that. If is or then. إذا fa. It's basically a letter of emphasis B that is used in Arabic, but I would just focus on إذا, if. Explaining or emphasizing, you'd say in fact, actually. بصراحة, في الواقع. You'd hear that quite a bit if you listen carefully to people expressing or telling something about a story or in the news. بصراحة, في الواقع. In other words, بعبارة أخرى. Namely, this is more formal, of course. يعني. This is very common in Arabic. Although it's formal in English, people use it quite a bit in their daily conversation. يعني. Let's repeat those. Those are good to remember. In fact, actually. بصراحة, في الواقع. In other words, بعبارة أخرى. Namely, يعني. And that concludes our transitional phrases for lessons 4, and now we will be discussing vocabularies as associated with the home.